guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another project for Spiegel Mom Scraps. And so I have three 3x4 photos that I wanted to use. And again, I have pulled out a bunch of pieces from my February Kill a Kit with Style. And so I have taken that kit, as I said kind of in my other videos. I tend to break it up into page kits. And I feel like once I have the main monthly kit and then dividing it up, it really helps me to get a bunch of things used and to kind of have a plan so I'm not overwhelmed with the number of supplies that I have out on my desk. And so I have these three 3x4s, and I cut out on my silhouette these little mini cut files. So I took a 12x12 cut file and made it in a smaller size. And I want to back it with pattern paper. So I'm just going to do that off screen, and I leave two of the spaces open. And so I'm going to glue in a piece of transparency over this portion. And that's because I want to make two little shaker pockets. So I've filled in a bunch of coordinating pattern paper into all the other sections. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of this foam dimensional adhesive. And I'm basically going to go around the shape of those openings that I left, where I want my sequins to be able to show and shake through. And so I'm just adding those little pieces of foam adhesive, and I'm going to go all the way around and make sure that they are connected. So if you leave any gaps or holes in where you put your foam adhesive, your sequins are going to be able to escape. And we definitely don't want escaping sequins on our page. So once I have all of those done, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the pockets before I take the rest of the adhesive off. So right now, the paper is still on the backing of that adhesive, of that foam adhesive. So I'm filling up each of my two little sections here with sequins, and I am using the Crafter's Paradise. So this is a layout kind of documenting when I got to visit Scrapping in the City, which is a scrapbook store. And so when we were on vacation, I got a chance to stop in there and kind of check out the store. And I try to do that whenever I am sort of on vacation. If there's a scrapbook store that's around, I like to stop and check it out and see what kinds of things they have, because every scrapbook store everywhere is different. And so I thought this Crafter's Paradise sequin mix was perfect because it's got these little teeny tiny adorable scissors. And that goes perfectly with the theme of me going to the scrapbook store. So I went ahead and used those, and then I added another piece of transparency behind it. And now you can see I'm just playing with all of the different little die cuts that I pulled out to go with this particular page kit. And I'm just going to start layering things up. So I've grabbed this Good Vibes die cut that just is like a notebook page. And I went ahead and cut through the sides so that I could make it actually look like it came out of a notebook. And then I'm going to use this little card that came out of that Dear Lizzie paper pad that says "Today is the day." And then I'm just adding a bunch of embellishments in that top left-hand corner. So I know that I'm going to have my big sequin shaker heart in that top left. And so I'm wanting to kind of go on a diagonal with my embellishing. So I'm going to have my three photos in one line across that like top 1/3 or so of my page. And then I'm going to use the branding strip to kind of give it a shelf to live on. So rather than my photos just kind of floating, I wanted to have that branding strip underneath. Because if you notice in this pattern paper, the stripes that are going horizontally are kind of wonky. They're not straight. So if I would have left my photos all lined up on that background paper, it would have looked like they were uneven because the lines on the paper itself are uneven. So then I went ahead and added a couple of little die cuts to kind of finish off that diagonal line underneath the bottom right-hand photo. And I'm going to go ahead and add some die cuts and some little puffy sticker flowers. And these are all things that were in my February Kill a Kit with Style. So if you want to go back and check out that kit share video, it will show you kind of what all of these components are. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab some extra sequins from that Crafter's Paradise collection and scatter them around. So I'm scattering some down here in the bottom right. I'm going to scatter some more in that top left. And then I'm also going to scatter some right across my photo in the middle. And so that's really going to create that diagonal right across my middle photo of my layout. So I have two really strong lines going. I have that horizontal line with my three photos, and then I have that diagonal line. And both of those are directing you to check out my pictures, which is exactly what we want to have the person looking through our albums do. And so that's going to do it for this layout. It came together pretty quickly because, again, I'm using that Kill a Kit with Style where I've already pulled all of these matching components together. And I can just kind of work through and see what works. And this one, I got to make a really fun shaker pocket in my cut file. So I hope you will stop by and check out Crafter's Paradise Sequins, and I'll see you soon. Bye!